Ah, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me on this very tiring Saturday, or possibly Sunday, or maybe a Friday. I don't know what time zones are anymore. Whatever day it is for you, it's probably been a tiring one. I feel you. I'm also very tired, but I'm just gonna chill today. Yeah. I hope everyone's doing well regardless of their presumed tired nature, as I have presumed it onto you. So yeah, originally this was just gonna be a talking stream, but I decided no, I'm having too much fun being a goof with Bad End Theater, so we're gonna continue playing it from yesterday, and maybe I'll go a little bit longer than yesterday, who knows. We'll see how long my voice can keep up. But yeah, and maybe we can talk a little bit during or after. I don't know. I didn't really plan for this. I'm kind of slowly going into a food coma. I just had I had a really good like butter chicken burrito bowl. It was divine. So forgive me if my energy levels are not quite there. But anyways. Sweet water. Also, my nose is kind of bothering me a little today, so if I'm sniffling more than usual, not that I never sniffle during a stream, that's just the reason why, so please excuse that for today and for the rest of forever. But without further ado, let us enter the Bad End Theater and continue off where we last left and all that fun stuff. Last time on Bad End Theater, we made a lot of poor choices and tried to make some good ones, but it didn't work out in the way that we hoped it would. Also, we are just very much hoping the Maiden and the Overlord get together because gosh darn it, they're so freaking cute! Hello, welcome! Thank you so much for joining! Alright, so I'm just gonna look at the tree here. One of the trees anyways. It'd be cool if you could look at all 4 trees at the same time, but that would take up a lot of screen space. Let's see. So now that we have all 4 of the hero's traits, it will be easier to get to his all his endings. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more bad endings. All right. Okay, cool. So I guess let's continue on with the hero. And oh, I have to go back. So I'm gonna strategize. Okay. So to get to the endings we haven't gotten to yet, he needs to have specific traits, but not just him. The others that we are not controlling need to have specific traits. So I have to choose those in advance. And from that, it'll kind of domino effect what happens as the story continues. So it's a very simple plot line, but it's really intricate how like the small little details can really change the turn of the story, which I quite enjoy in a choose your own adventure mixed with puzzle game antics. It's all fun. All right, so if I want to start from the top here. So let's see. So dutiful. Hero finds the maiden, the Overlord's upset, apologizes. Okay, so we have to be dutiful. I don't think it matters at this point what the Overlord is if we've already slain out her comrades. So let's get rid of all these. I don't think it matters. So you are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Also, because I realized I completely forgot to ask yesterday, please let me know if any of my volumes are really off. I haven't listened to the archive and I refuse because I'm so embarrassed that I completely forgot. I didn't even change my mic settings. I don't even know how you guys heard me. Maybe I was just that loud. I don't even know. But please, if anything sounds off, even the slightest bit, please let me know. I'm so bad with remembering to ask if the volume sounds okay. I mean, I check it beforehand, but still, yeah. Anyways. Volume's good, thank God. Okay. I've won this round. Next week might be a different story. Or tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if I want to do an early morning stream. I might be visiting my grandma tomorrow. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens, what time I wake up. I don't know. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. We even put a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out. You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. Why do I have a belt over my hair? Am I trying to be like... am I like a low-key Naruto fanboy or something? But I can't be like the Shippuden, because, you know, I copyright. And I can't let people know I'm a total weeb, so let's just casually just belt buckle my hair up, you know? That's a hero thing to do, right? Right? Anyways. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden, but demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. We shall be the dutiful hero we are, and bravely slaughter the evil creatures. I might not do as much input as I did yesterday, but if I do ask for input, I would love to hear what kind of decision you would like me to make. But for now, I'm just gonna try and get some of the endings, at least for the hero, and then we'll see what I do later. We'll see. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. So, I found out something really funny. It's like, obviously, if you cut through the demon army, that's pretty much self-explanatory. However, if you ask if you can be just led into the castle after you've slain those previous demons, watch what happens. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monsters before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. So if you've slain the demons in the first round, or the first decision, if you try to be diplomatic, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You've already kind of... You've made your bed, now lay in it, essentially. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chamber and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Now, I could destroy the Overlord, or I could ask the maiden what's going on. Either of these leads to a new ending, so I will turn it to you guys. What should I do? Should I destroy the Overlord as the heroic hero that I am, fulfilling my destiny? Or should I just ask the maiden, you know, communication? What in the ever-loving heck's going on? I thought I was doing this hero biz, you were doing the maiden biz, but it doesn't seem like that's actually happening. Did I just slaughter all these demons for no good reason? Can you help me out here? Because I'm starting to feel really bad about my past decisions. I'm starting to feel kind of, genocide route here, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, we've got one vote for each. Ooh. Might have to do a flip of the coin. Do I have a coin? Do I have anything I can flip? Do I have anything of substantial weight that I could flip and distinguish aside from? Okay. So I have my cow plush here. I'm going to just throw it up into the air. I'm going to throw it behind me. And if it lands Belly side up, we're gonna go with destroy the Overlord. If it lands backside up, we ask the maiden what's going on. Okay. Whee! I didn't account for its side. Okay. That doesn't count. We're gonna try that one more time. Whee! I may have underestimated the weight distribution of this cow plush. Hold on. Gonna get this to land on its back or its side at some point. Okay. I'm just gonna flip it really small, really lightly. Okay, landed belly side. Belly side. It landed on the belly. Okay. We're gonna ask the maiden what's going on. What the hell's going on? Can someone tell me, please? She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. I can still do it. I can still kill the Overlord while I can. Or I can just say this is all just a big misunderstanding. I thought I was playing my role. I didn't realize this wasn't supposed to happen the way it was. Or do we still think this is the way it's supposed to be? Do we fulfill our unmeda? Do we fulfill our destiny? Or do we try to, you know, make things right, if that's even possible? What's the right choice in all of this? Is there a right choice? After all this bloodshed and everything's done, is there any way we can come back from this? Or do we might as well just finish what we started? Well, we can always come back to this point, so... You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero from the village has ever seen. There was no from in there. Triumphant hero end. Yay, we triumphed. Now I'm gonna do that again, but I'm gonna be like... No, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, y'all. I was just trying to be the heroic hero. Obviously, that didn't work. Let's be dutiful. Oh, the Neil plush? Are they still doing pre-orders for that? I'm debating. Like, if they are, then I'm debating. If not, then no, I didn't get it. I don't know. I want marketable Neil plush. Of course, Neil will be turned into a marketable plushie. It's just inevitable. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. Tragic hero end. Oof. Alright, sweet. So yeah, we unlocked these two endings. So... So to get this one, I'll have to have the Overlord be possessive. Let's do that. Onwards, being the hero Kira that we are. Do. Let's flee like a coward. Hello. Oh, right. Yeah. They need like a minimum amount of sales. So they, right. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't a part of that, but I saw it and I was like, oh my God. So if they do actually like make more production of it than just like the initial sales of it, I want a new plush. I want a platypus, dang it. I want a river authentic platypus. Gosh freaking darn it. Who doesn't want a river authentic platypus? I would put that on my shelf. I would display it with pride. I'd move all of my Luxium prints and charms aside. Make way for the platypus. My one true Oshi. Oh man. Yeah, actually, speaking of that, I got those prints from when I went to the anime convention I went to back in July. Maybe I'll talk about that a bit later because holy, it was an experience, and I'm not quite sure if it was a good one. I mean, I still had fun, but it was not like other years, for sure. But yeah. I gotta ask, what the hell's going on? Can someone tell me, please? The maid explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here of her own volition. That was pretty dangerous of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. Uh-oh. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. Ah. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Big oof. Okay, so this one needs a certain maiden trait that I haven't unlocked yet. That's okay. Oh, and this one, okay. So he needs, the underling needs to be hungry. Hangry! Hungry little underling. Alright. Feast. Feast, young man, young dude, young non-binary thing you are. Ask if they'll let you in. Alright. All is well. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord said she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever. At least that she knows of. Excuse me. There's something in the bag of my throat. All right. I'm better. Probably. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove that she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. The useless hero end! Excellent! Time to reset the stage. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so then I can't get these without these other behaviors. So that means I have to play as other characters. Okay. My stream health, why is it going down? Ah! I hate when this happens! What am I even doing? OBS, why? Why do you take up so much of my CPU? Ah! This is truly the worst ending of Bad End Theater. Honestly, I don't even know why it's been so recently. Like, I don't know. Is it just like my computer, or like do I need to update it OBS or something, or like what's going on, man? I'm so confused. I don't get it. It's like ever since I got it back, it's like nothing should have changed though. It literally just like repaired the screen. I just got a new screen. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. My stream is contracted, that thing YouTube won't let you say. Do I know what that is? Maybe I do, but I just can't think of it. Either way, as being dumb. Yeah, at least this isn't a high action motion graphics type game, otherwise that'd make this a little more infuriating, but I mean, if you guys don't mind the lag too much, we can continue. I'm not too sure how I could fix this in the moment anyways, so I'll really have to look into it and see what the heck's going on. My kilobytes per second, or whatever, the kbs per second, it's still in the green, so I don't know why it's lagging so much. It's so weird. Huh. I'm in like 3 frames per second, just flashing in and out of color. Oh, jeez. Imagine if I could move, I'd just be like, just choppily, just like going like, I'd be like the new robot. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I'm pretty sure that song's slightly offensive. Anyways, right, I have to play as another character, so yeah, let's play as the maiden. Let's play as the maiden again. Oh, but what trait should I have for the others before I get into that? Yeah. Okay, we could have a disloyal and possessive. Actually, no. Let's just do the possessive and the diplomatic. Okay, let's be maiden. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to the spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. The demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone. But maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You're in church, you pray to your god, asking why you've been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon just to, you know, see what happens. Not long to your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. I wouldn't think they would, but maybe I have to check. Alright, so do I shout for a hero to come to save me? Do I introduce myself? Let's shout. I don't care. You yell, but a hero does not come! A demon is put off by your son shouting and asks you to keep it down. You apologize. They seem more confused and hostile, which is totally I can't read. I'm a maiden. I can't read. Which totally catches you off guard. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell him you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. You explain why you've come and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about Destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of returns getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I said was to deceive you and other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, I think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all this time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding had led to any horrible consequences. Here, why you gotta jinx it like that? You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Has she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Captured Maiden and A. Well, that was fun. So we're gonna do that again, but I'm gonna have the underling be disloyal. I want the hero to be heroic. Sure. I don't know if it'll. Well, actually, nah. I'll just keep me diplomatic. Diplomatic. Skipping through everything. Doodle-loo-to-do. Let's introduce myself. Don't eat me. Okay, he doesn't care. It's fine. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Oh. Oh! But the Overlord stops! We were about to be captured by the Overlord, psych! But the Overlord stops, or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your screams before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone stopped moving now. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done, but even though it was awful, you feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide to never leave home again for the rest of your life. Dang. Escape Maiden and B. Alright, now we're gonna be beautiful, heroic. Sure, yes. Let's go with this. Skip through everything. Kind of forgot the skip button was a thing. Let's be polite. Blah, 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 blah. Then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes towards the Overlord's sword drawn. Now what should we do? The hero's about to kill the demon Overlord, who we've come to really bond and become, you know, closer with. Do we protect her? Or do we do nothing? At the end of this, someone's going to die. In the Bad Air Theater! You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny. Think. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You're glad destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. Sacrificial Maiden End. I like how I asked for, like, what should I do? And then I did what I wanted anyway. Like the story. It asks, like, oh, choose what you want to do. But then it's like, you can choose, but I'm still going to do things the way I want. Oof. Alright, I think that unlocks something for the hero. Yeah, the martyr. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Do the others have to be anything specific? No. Okay. That's what I'll do. So basically, I'll just do the exact same ending, but it's going to be from the hero's perspective. Big oof. Let's destroy the Overlord! Ah! You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord. But your blade pierces the maiden instead. She had sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. The loyal hero ends.